Welcome to St. Boniface Hospital, an institution dedicated to healthcare for more than 150 years. A place where compassion and our heritage are a key part of all that we embrace. From research and cardiac care to occupational therapy and the intensive care unit to the maintenance staff, security services, and many more, at each floor and at every level, our patients remain in the heart of each of our decisions. Pretty nice view of the hospital, don't you think? All right, now let's go back down. I've got something very important to tell you. Follow me. As a patient of ours, you have a very precious right to healthcare, thanks to a team entirely devoted to you. But did you know that you also have other rights? And that you have responsibilities too. In our hospital, respecting these rights is vital to our mission. That is why it's important for me to present you our Charter of Patients' Rights and Responsibilities. This document exists to clearly inform every patient who walks through our doors about their rights and responsibilities. Without being a legally binding document, this charter has been created as an opportunity to build trust between patients and the medical system, always with our core mission in mind: to provide the best possible comprehensive care to our patients while promoting human dignity, self-esteem, and self-determination. Let's look a little bit closer and see what this document really talks about. You see that little picture right there? It means that we'll first talk about respect, one of the patient's fundamental rights. What do we mean by respect? It means that each patient has the right to access a highly professional quality of reception, treatment, and care. It also conveys the right for the patient to be treated in a respectful manner, regardless of their culture, ethnicity, religion, sex, age, physical or cognitive ability, no matter their class or economic position, their sexual orientation, gender identity, diagnosis, inpatient or outpatient status, or other protected status, and that no matter how long they stay in our hospital. When we say respect, we include all of the patient's needs, wishes, values, beliefs, and experience. In our hospital, privacy is a priority. We do everything in our power to respect the right to privacy, confidentiality, and to protect personal information as much as it can reasonably be maintained by the physical environment. Each patient has the right to refuse the display of their identity or any other relevant information in their bed area, and to have time to themselves if they so desire. Patients can communicate privately with the persons of their choice, and if needed, they can also receive assistance in communicating with these people. It should be noted that patients have the right to not be interrupted during this communication without valid reason. Finally, each patient can be assured of a highly confidential treatment of their personal health information and medical records in our hospital. We mentioned it at the beginning of our tour. Our patients' health is our main priority here at St. Boniface Hospital. As well, patient safety is a crucial part of providing healthcare. That brings us to the next key point of our charter: the right to healthcare, safety, and well-being. In our hospital, each patient has the right to be protected and safe within their environment. They can receive staff support to achieve independence and to receive staff assistance when necessary. Patients also have the right to receive medical attention when necessary in accordance with the patient's values and needs. Every patient has the fundamental right to stay in a safe, clean, and healthy environment, and to be free from mental, physical, and sexual abuse or harassment. The last right associated with this section is that all patients have the right to be provided with all necessities for a safe discharge from St. Boniface Hospital. We walk through most of our patients' rights. However, there is still one element that we need to explore within our charter: the right to information and freedom of expression. Good communication is essential for efficient healthcare. That's why all patients have the right to be informed on all matters and issues that concern them while at St. Boniface Hospital. For example, visitation policies and potential costs associated with their care. Patients also have the right to examine their clinical records in accordance with relevant legislation and to be informed regarding their diagnosis, treatment, and medication. About that, the patient can, at all times, question their treatment, be informed of side effects, of other treatment options available, and know the consequences of refusal of treatment on their health. As soon as a patient is admitted, they can be informed about how to designate an advocate or healthcare proxy who will be able to help with the procedure or be a decision maker if needed. Patients have the right to know the name of their healthcare providers and what services they provide. When the medical team is accompanied by healthcare students in training, patients are consulted to give their consent. Because compassion is one of our main values, our patients have the right to have support in their social needs, to express their values, opinions, and feelings, to be respected in their beliefs, whether spiritual, religious, or philosophical, and to receive support in order to exercise these beliefs. However, these beliefs cannot impede the ability of healthcare professionals to provide safe medical care. Please know that patients can also be communicated with in their preferred language, providing hospital resources allow. It's not over yet. Among their rights to information, patients can be informed about all relevant services available at St. Boniface Hospital, like allied health services, palliative care resources, and psychiatric services, but also about all programs, services, and educational resources that are available within our facility and in the community. In the scenario where the patient would like to make a complaint, they can be informed of the process to follow with the Patient Relations Office. Finally, in the event of death, the patient has the right to be informed of where the body will be taken, whether it is at St. Boniface Hospital or another institution. You are now aware of all of our patients' fundamental rights. As previously mentioned, we also encourage our patients to honor commitments for their own sake and for the sake of others. The first responsibility of the patient is participation. It means that the patient has to be an active member of their healthcare team. Being an active member includes asking questions and being involved in decision-making or designating a decision maker who will be an active member. Additionally, patients must follow the agreed-upon plan of care to the best of their ability. It's a right, but also a responsibility for the patient: communication. We expect our patients to speak up if they have questions, concerns, or if they do not understand information included in their healthcare plan. It's also very important that patients provide relevant and accurate information to the healthcare team about their health. Where possible, they can choose someone in advance to act for them should the need arise, including executing an advanced care plan and a healthcare proxy. Last but not least, here is another responsibility for our patients: treat others with dignity and respect. And by others, we mean all members of the healthcare team, the hospital staff in its entirety, other patients, and visitors. It goes without saying that the patient must also respect the privacy and confidentiality of others, including other patients, families, visitors, and staff. Always for their sake and for the sake of others, patients must respect St. Boniface Hospital property and comply with its policies and regulations as they apply to them. And here we are again. It was quite a tour. We hope that it helps you to better understand our goal of establishing a sense of mutual trust between our hospital and our patients. Of course, St. Boniface Hospital is always available to listen to you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out to the Patient Relations Office or the Ethics Service. It is important to us to acknowledge that St. Boniface Hospital is located on the ancestral lands of the Anishinabeg, CREE, OJI, Dakota, and Dene peoples and the Métis Nation. We respect the treaties that have been made with respect to these lands, acknowledge the wrongs and mistakes of the past, and are committed to moving forward in partnership with Indigenous communities in a spirit of reconciliation and cooperation. Thank you.